What's up, y'all? My name is Evan Strong. This is In The Image Clothing Company. I am the founder. This will be a quick video here. This will be on our rotated seams modification. I won't even go into too much explanation on really anything in this video other than just showing the modification, so it's quick, straight to the point, something that we can reference you to and you can come do. But we allow the human body to work under In The Image Clothing Company, okay? There's only one way the human body ever could work, and we place clothing on our bodies and it potentially damages the body. So this is our rotated seams modification. Today's the 9th of July, 2025. I'm gonna grab these two shirts and we'll chop them up a little bit, okay? So side seams in clothing, I say ideally we never have, just because of all the reasons that they damage the body. They affect the rib cage, its ability to expand, right? They have potentially rotated seams. This is the big thing, one of the biggest, at least with the side seams. Seams on clothing are gonna rotate your body. If a seam's coming down like this and it's nice and just sticking out, and then once it gets down to the bottom, they rotate it and pin it down like that, well, it needs to be able to be free to move, okay? Whoa, there you go, get in the frame, clothing. Yeah, anyway, I've already cut this one here slightly, but that's the point, is if it's rotating here and then on the opposite side it's rotating your whole body. And especially then if you got it going opposite directions, now it's twisting your whole body. So yeah, this is the rotated seam modification under In The Image Clothing Company. Okay, this has been done. What you'll notice on this type of stitch is there's two stitches going this direction. Oh, there we go, holy cow. Two stitches going this direction on one side, and then you flip it over, and the other side there's just one stitch going that direction. Okay, that's how it is a lot of the time with these designs. So really what I do is just cut the bottom of this as you come down, right, and right where you meet the tail of the shirt, just enough to where you're not cutting into this first of the two stitches, just because we don't want the clothing to come like unraveled, right? And anytime you're putting any cuts into an area where there's a stitch like this, that could potentially happen, but your body just can't be twisted, okay? So that's it done, okay? And this is another shirt here, just so you can see maybe easier with the color. This one, okay, same thing. It comes down, and sure, it can move side to side coming down. Then at the bottom, they pin it one direction, okay, the rotated seam, okay, In The Image Clothing Company's rotated seam modification. See this one, the seam itself here isn't quite as like long, if you will, and so the cut's just pretty small, really, because if you're going to stop before these two stitches here coming down, then you're not going to be cutting it all that much right there, okay? But then this one's nice because in the armpits it's nice and even, okay? That's the point. This is what I mean. That's not a rotated seam, and then what I'm showing down here, as you can tell, rotates and stitches down, or rotates the opposite direction and stitches down. So here we have this white shirt that I was showing in the beginning. This is the armpit of this shirt. Let's show this one right here. And as you can see, right, it comes down and it's just stuck only one direction. It folds this way nicely, but it doesn't go the opposite direction. So that's the point, right? Grab the scissors and we'll do the modification, okay? So yeah, on this one, see the double side is on this side, and you can tell that, you know, on some of them the double side was on the side that was laying flat, and this one only has one stitch going this direction on the side that's laying flat, and the stitch that's doubly done is on the side that's underneath, okay? So that's what I mean, is sometimes it just goes different directions. It's rotating your whole body. So what we'll do here is just go like this, okay? And I know it seems like very, very small, because it is the modification, but now you have that ability for it to move. See, I stopped it just right before that second stitch, right? 1, 2. Yeah, So I'll do the other side as well. And then we will have more freedom of movement to our bodies. See this? It's just pinned one direction only. It's just pulling your arms in the direction that it's pinned down to. And you know, that travels through your whole body. The whole body is connected. The human body can only ever work activated as a whole, right? Anywhere any of it goes, all of it comes, as we say. So there you go. That's what I'll show. This is in the Image Clothing Company's rotated seam modification. I just talk about things where I do, like the dreaded collar seam modification, which has been done to both of these, but go check out that where you can find it many places under In the Image Clothing Company content. I just talk about these modifications often, and the need to, even under In the Image Clothing Company podcast, or In the Image Clothing Company Poodles, on In the Image Clothing Company music, right? The four sides of us. I talk about these modifications often, and just the need to have clothing sit on the body the only way the body works. So now we've got this relatively short little video where I've just actually shown it. So now whenever I do talk about In the Image Clothing Company's rotated seam modification, this video, as long as it's still one that you can view, will be the one that you can come back to, or one of the ones, right? I'll just show it where I do, but this one has just the whole video dedicated to that, okay? Because I've shown it in the past. I've shown it since the very founding of In the Image Clothing Company, but there you go, okay? It's huge, it's massive. You'll look down your shirt sometimes and your whole shirt tail will just be rotated, okay? The rotated seam modification under In the Image Clothing Company. And then same with your sleeves, right? That will just cause your shoulder seams, even on top of your shoulders, to move, and your whole body to rotate, okay? The hands are essentially the shoulders. If the seams in your armpits are rotating your arms, then your hands will be altered, and now your neutral wrist is gone, right? And then it's your whole body, right? Clothing is the only fix to human beings' physical problems. We get in depth with it so deeply when it comes to the anatomy, but here's your kind of straight to the point modification. Thank you. Like I said, my name is Evan Strong, the founder of In the Image Clothing Company. Today's the 9th of July, 2025. Check out the other three sides of the company if you'd like to. And don't overlook these things. Tiny little snips across the entirety of the earth. Human beings are getting affected the exact same, and it has to be done. Otherwise, chronic patterning and scar tissue builds up in the body, right? The things that we talk about, how to get out of, to allow the human body to work under In the Image Clothing Company's main side. Thank you.